Could there possibly be anyone else running around Annapolis in a maroon E30 convertible? To which we convinced ourselves the other day it was probably highly unlikely.
Unlikely. I have been accused of failing to wave at Jerome while driving out of the...
As much as it pains me to say, in Keegan's defense,
damn it,
there is at least a somewhat plausible explanation that there's another goofy-looking mother riding around Annapolis in a maroon E30 convertible.
So Mitch is saying...
Not waving at anybody.
I'm telling you.
Mitch is saying... Okay, folks, another week has passed, and we have learned a few things. So, this compressor, I only knows when it was purchased, but we looked it up, and it was set up for R12. The proper thing to do here is to buy a new compressor that is specifically for R134A. However, this is essentially a free car, so we're not going to do that. There is a procedure from the manufacturer, Sandin, to convert these to R134. Since this compressor has never been used before, this should be fine. We should dump out the old mineral oil and put in PAG 100 with the dye. Look at that. We've got all the capacities from the manufacturer and from a retrofit guide from Volkswagen. So there's actually a service bulletin on how to do this. All we need to do is dump out the compressor oil in the compressor and fill it with the right oil to its capacity, and then add the rest of the system capacity when we fill the system with R134. Because all the other components are brand new. They have no oil in them. We do not have to worry about that. So that's what we're up to. Let's get it done.
Procedure with this. Okay, so we can literally just drain this out, give it a couple of spins, and call it good, right?
Yes.
Did you buy some fresh PAG oil?
Yes. So the whole system takes roughly a little over 5 ounces.
Okay.
3 point something go in the compressor itself, and the remainder actually gets sucked up in the line when you charge it.
Okay.
Hold it upside. Let me see if I can turn the compressor. I can hold it like that. See if anything comes. Oh, there we go. There's some stuff.
Yeah. There you go. That's.
Okay, we have a conundrum. This hose, the only hose that we cannot source new, this guy here, has been open to atmosphere. This one, that one, that one, that one has been open to atmosphere for well, a long time. No idea how long, but it is not great looking on the inside. And we have a way to manufacture this. However, this canister is not something that can be rebuilt. So even if they do remanufacture this, they're going to cannibalize that part. So not knowing what's in here, what we're going to try to do is run a flush through this thing and see if we can just clean it out and reuse it. I know this is probably a bunch of you watching right now like, don't use that hose. Don't really have a lot of choice. So really don't have any choice that I can see that's worth it. So we're going to do it. I think we did the best we could with this pipe. It actually does look somewhat better on the inside. Let's see if I can shine a light in there. Almost impossible. There we go. It does look a little bit better in there. So I don't know, it's best it's gonna be. Yeah.
But not the one that goes on the transfer valve or whatever that is.
It feels like it might be a little. No, that's right. That's right. Okay. So that goes.
This guy goes in.
Yep. Here. Yep.
So if I didn't, yeah.
So, and
Oh, humidity.
Yeah.
that's not.
Yeah, like,
82 felt like 82. I'm like, you guys don't know what a heat index is.
yeah. A heat what?
I know, right?
Okay, folks, who can spot problem number 1? Let me know in the comments. Okay, vacuum down for about an hour, and we're about 5 minutes into shutting it off, and we're still pegged at 30 inches of mercury of vacuum. So that's pegged. I would suggest that we're in good shape here, and we'll just let it sit for a few more minutes and push this thing to the edge of the garage so we don't gas ourselves, and attempt to charge the AC system. Good times. We need about 2 more ounces of PAG oil.
Do half of it
with this can. Can you pour about half of that into that hose?
We're just going to suck it up through the tube as we fill it.
Okay, so let's, I think we might have an electrical problem at this point. Because the other thing that I didn't see happen is when you turn the air conditioning on, the cooling fan automatically comes on. And the cooling fan didn't come on. See if you can find the relay diagram for the 86. It's in the back of the electrical system. Okay, one problem at a time. It appears that we have electrical issues getting the air compressor to kick on, so... Power probe.
Is the compressor at least coming on now? That means you've got the can pierced, right?
Correct.
Okay, so that problem is solved.
Right? Did we put the fittings on backwards? I feel like this is the low side.
Oh, you're onto something.
Are the switches on the high side or the low side?
You're so close.
I would guess there's one on each.
No.
I would guess you want to see high pressure and low pressure.
Well, there's 2 switches right
Oh,
right there.
You're so close.
And that's only one line going into the
Switch.
compressor.
of course, he's getting the air conditioning running on this, and then he's just going to park the rest of it outside, leave the windows open, and we'll put a fan in the window of the car, and it can blow the air conditioned air in the car into the room.
That's not a bad plan.
I've heard worse.
Can you identify the problem here?
A problem, not the problem.
There's a plastic cap that's still on the freaking expansion valve.
Oh, that's not supposed to be.
That's not supposed to be there.
But this thing is still not accepting a charge. You were close. You were so close.
No pressure on the high side. The compressor does run.
There's no way we could have backwards up the connections to the back of the compressor.
I don't think so. They're different sizes.
For
Yeah.
134A.
But it's still weird because why are you getting so much pressure on the low pressure side?
Maybe it's not the low pressure side. Come on,
These
think fly.
Because if that's the high pressure side, this is the low pressure. So this I think these are backwards. Like, I think the connections are right. But you got the blue on the low pressure side, on the high pressure side, and the red on the low pressure side.
I don't think you can do that. I think the what does it say? What letter should be the
D
is what?
is the outlet of the compressor. So the
Okay.
high pressure side, right?
Yep. Okay, we've got these gauges hooked up backwards. This is backwards.
Left on Saturday afternoon.
That's what's going on here. It hurts to be stupid sometimes. The adapters R12. The screw ports are the same size. So I mixed up the R134 adapters, and the low side pressure hose was connected to the high side, which is why it wasn't compressing anything. So we were trying to feed this thing backwards, and in the process of digging with all of the little screw terminals, we bent up the Schrader valve. So we have replaced the Schrader valves and everything except for the new pipe, because that's a new one and it's fine. But when we were taking this all back apart, that old low pressure hose that we cleaned out, the Schrader valve in that was leaking. So we found that as a leak pretty quickly and fixed it. So let's put these on the right way, vacuum everything back down again, and start over. This thing it's not compressing. The compressor is not compressing.
Is the electric cut?
Yeah, no, I've got it right here. I can.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. Okay, we missed one crucial step to the conversion process on this. You have to take the Schrader valves out of the original R12 fittings. Otherwise, you have two Schrader valves, one pushing down on the other one, and they get bent. Like that. So you start rushing, you start getting impatient, and you make stupid mistakes like that. Anyway, we've corrected it. Compressor is running, and ice cold air. Holy wow. All right, folks, we're gonna leave it right there. Thank you for watching. Thank you to Mitch for being here through this whole episode. What a freaking struggle that was. There's a stupid tax, and we lived through it. All right, Eddie, you're still the only patron, so what are we doing next on this car? I'll set up another poll. See you next time. RAD Savers. Thanks for watching.
Oh.